Chicago. What's good?
Hi, guys.
We are very stoked to be here at Notre. Thank you, MJ. Very ballsy of you to go by that in Chicago, not going to lie. Shout out Levi's for making this happen, and shout out our esteemed guest, the Global Senior Director, Collaborations and Customization Design of Levi's, Leo Gamboa. Leo, how the hell are you?
Good. Thank you all for coming, and thank you guys for having me.
With that title, is your business card like this wide?
Yeah.
Bro? Like,
I don't like that title.
What do you prefer?
I mean, it was supposed to be like, it's really just like head of collabs, but the whole entire matrix of things.
We get it, bro.
That kind
Cool
of title.
guy.
Yeah, it's confusing now.
HR shit. We're here at Notre. Stoked to be here with you. Psyched to be potting with all the homies in the Midwest. Like we mentioned up top, your official title at Levi's, Global Senior Director, Collaborations and Customization Design. It's quite a mouthful. What the fuck does that mean, and what the hell do you even do?
So, I mean, the title is confusing, but I have an amazing team at Levi's, and what my team and myself do is we lead and curate and manage and do all the global collaborations for Levi's. So, in a sense, it's all inclusive of design, merchandising, and marketing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like your pedigree, right?
My pedigree is design.
Okay.
And also product marketing. That's my background.
But you've been in the collaboration side of things for a minute now. Like at Reebok, that was, for those that don't know, Leo was, what were you doing at Reebok?
So I led global collaborations at Reebok for about 4 years. So some of the partnerships like Palace Jown, Eames,
Heard of them.
Yeah.
a bunch of
Flex.
friends, all
Flex.
your mutual friends.
Flex.
Sorry, MFG. We did some really fun stuff at Reebok. But yeah, it was great to work with such an amazing brand and put a bunch of stories together. So it was banging.
Do you regret any of those sneakers?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to say which ones?
Yeah.
No comment. But yeah.
Okay.
I worked with
try.
a lot of amazing people, and I made a lot of product. So when I left Reebok, I probably had about 600 pairs of Reeboks or something like that I would take home.
How many do you have now?
No comment.
Okay.
Look, man,
StockX VIP.
if you're batting 3 out of 10, that's Hall of Fame numbers.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. No, I mean, Reebok's amazing. Like I was blessed to work with them, and I'm I just want to shout out Ash Taylor, who gave me that opportunity at Reebok. The guy is a legend, and without him, like I wouldn't be sitting here with you guys today.
And how long have you been at Levi's now?
3 years now at Levi's.
Okay. And Levi's doesn't miss, but has there been a favorite collaboration that you've worked on?
I worked on a lot of good ones, like a lot of amazing brands. They're all great in their own ways, right? I feel like we all have our fan favorites. One of my favorites, just I guess for sentimental value, is 194 Local. So I'm not sure if you guys are all familiar with them, but
The piss jeans.
yeah.
Those are fire.
I mean, that was
Piss
Elliot
tabs.
and Dan. Shout to them, legends. But yeah, that's like the first piece of product that actually was able to my team and myself touch to bring to life. And shout to Molly, because she was a massive part of
Where's
that
Molly at?
program.
Where's Molly? Shout out Molly.
She's in the crowd somewhere. Amazing partner. But yeah, 194 Local, Stussy.
So the 194 Local thing, that's an interesting one to like bring up because it's such like a pretty niche. Well, they only do silver tab vintage, right?
Yeah.
And they're in LA. Well, now they have a chapter in New York, but like, how does that collaboration come about front to back?
Well, they're originally from London. I did a Reebok with them, which came out actually a year after the
Were they
Levi's
also
one.
inspired by piss?
No, those were actually they're all really good. It was
They were shit.
dope stuff. I've just been friends with Dan and Elliot for such a long time. And,
Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan. Yeah, he's gonna come on the pod. I'm gonna text him out.
Don't promise things you can't make happen, by the way.
But those guys. Part of my process is to like identify like some of these. I call them like early adapters, leaders, trendsetters, like your favorite brand. Like we all know that those exist, and they could be in a smaller scale, but those types of people and influencers and talent lead a lot of conversations, I think, with us all, right? We get motivated, inspired in different ways. So that brand specifically like was very inspirational for me.
Does it take a lot of convincing when you bring that, like, if you know partner to the table?
I mean, as long as your leaders trust in what you bring to the table, like that's part of, like, I haven't had amazing leaders at Reebok and I've had amazing leaders and teammates at Levi's that, it's trust. right? Like, so.
But as your first collab, that must have been kind of tough to like get up in front of the boardroom and Don Draper like, yo, hear me out. Piss jeans. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the campaign was based on using a toilet, but I think Dan, to be fair, a lot of big fashion brands copied that campaign shortly after.
Yeah.
So kudos to them for bringing that to the table.
Is there a dream collaboration at Levi's that you haven't landed just yet? Do we want to manifest something right now?
Yeah, let's go.
The dream one comes out next year.
Oh,
So
really?
I really feel like everyone in this room is going to be super excited. I've been working on this project with my team for 2 years.
It's not throwing fits, by the way. It's just-
Yeah.
They're the following year, but
sure.
We're the nightmare collab.
Yeah, 2026
this thing
for
is
sure.
going to
Yeah.
be like a dream of mine. So I hope you guys all like it. I think it's going to be really banging. This thing has been in the works for over a very long time. So I think something that to tell is like people. I don't know if people really understand like the product timeline to bring product to life.
What
like,
is it?
Shit's like 6 to 18 months, 24 months. It depends on the product and the
Can't
concept.
cancel our TF collab. That's
Yeah, but most
I won't
of the
be
product
alive.
that you guys see and that you touch and you wear, like, that takes 12 to 16 months, right? Like footwear specifically. So apparel is the same exact thing. So it takes a lot of time and effort to like bring some of these products to the market.
Is there any part of you that's bummed out that like a lot of consumers probably like don't know that, and it is such like this thing came out, I got it when it came out, I wear it for a week and I move on?
Oh, fuck yeah. Like, I mean, I read comments and I like lose sleep.
Yeah? You read the comments? What's wrong with you, dude?
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Comments, people can be feisty on Instagram.
By the way,
So
guys, if you have any complaints about Levi's, come up to Leo afterwards, after the pod, and just shout them in his face.
Put it in the comments section. I'll reply to it.
Suggestion box.
But yeah, like, everyone's, everyone can have their own opinion, right? Like when you make product, you can't make it for everyone. So everyone's going to have a point of view on what you're making. We all have our own individual style. So, we like things, we don't like things.
Yeah. Well, look, if your dream collaboration is coming out next year, which is in a month and a half, your bosses, you have some coworkers in the room, but you're the one with the mic right now. Can you give us piggies some tasty morsels on what's coming down the Levi's pipeline that's you're really actually excited about?
Yeah, I mean, Sakai. I feel like you guys all know Sakai.
Heard of them?
Yeah. Amazing. That's a very long journey, but the product is so banging. I feel like it has a really good DNA of obviously what Sakai brings to the table and what Levi's brings to the table. And I think that's like what makes true collaboration, right? Is like controlling the narrative and making sure that like you guys all as like amazing consumers and fans of these brands understand it and like the product, because the shit's so fake out there in certain cases. So we want to make sure that like shit's real when you invest your money, your hard-earned money into it. So Sakai is next level. And then Kiko just did the runway show, women's show a few weeks ago. And he's, obviously he's another fan favorite. That guy is like a pattern,
genius,
color,
dude.
legend, genius. So those two specifically are some of my favorites for next year.
What is recipe for, you mentioned that there's a lot of bullshit collabs out there, and I think everyone in this room would agree. What's the recipe for a successful collaboration in 2024 specifically?
I mean, authenticity, right? Like, I think
What does
that's
that
the
mean?
first thing. Like, whatever the brand is, whether it's Levi's or another brand, or there has to be like an authentic connection to both brands to ensure that the product is real, that the narrative is real, right? Like, the first thing I ask someone is like, "What's your story with Levi's?" And then they'll, I'll wait for the story and kind of hear what they have to say, but I think in general, like, there is a lot of collaborations in the marketplace. So it's like our job to ensure that like, if we're going to make things, let's make great things, and like, let's create product that lasts. That week thing that you talk about is a real thing. Like, we all look at a product on a Thursday, and then the next Thursday we're like, what's next? So when we build product, I want to look at that product on Thursday and know that I'm going to use that for 10 years. And that's something that I thrive on any product that myself and the team work on. Like, we want longevity, and Levi's can bring longevity because jeans last forever. Your grandkids can wear your jeans that you're wearing today, which is, you can't say that for any product in the world, not
It
all.
might be a little stinky.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, we all like some stinky jeans. You got to like just rinse them a little bit, wash technique.
We're going to get to that.
We need to confirm some rumors.
Yeah. Levi's collabs aside, which have been hit after hit, smash after smash this year.
Fire.
what has been your favorite collaboration of 2024?
Aside from Levi's.
I'm gonna say the General Nego.
Yeah?
Nego's G-Wagon with Montclair.
You're gonna get one?
I ordered one. I don't. My credit card got declined though, but like, yeah, I placed an order. I don't know. Shouts to Sam. I think he was a piece of that. He had a piece of that. But like, yeah, Nego, amazing partner. That dude, that G-Wagon is next level.
He's a huge Levi's collector, right?
Yeah. He's the biggest Levi's collector.
Really?
So,
Straight
yeah,
up in the world?
That's a fact.
That's a fact. Like his archive is next level. Like I've seen so many pieces of product that he has sitting in a vault. I recently just went, I've been to his old house a bunch of times, and it's like, sitting by the pool table looking up like I'm pretending I'm Nego or Pharrell or anything.
Yeah, everyone's
like,
taking that
whoa,
Instagram
this
down
is
Tokyo.
like,
Yeah.
Looks like, he's a legend, and I look up to him.
The General.
Yeah.
I want to get back to, or I want to touch on kind of the world of the world of vintage denim. Does Levi's, which is celebrating its 169th year,
Nice.
Getting old.
does Levi's know the gold mine it's sitting on with the world of vintage denim and how Levi's is positioned in that space?
Yeah, we do. I mean, we're fully understanding of the vintage market. The vintage market is insane. So I think if you guys all know, I mean, if you're buying old jeans, like they cost so much fucking money, right? And we all kind of understand, like, why does this old pair of jeans, Kurt Cobain's jeans, which was one of my favorite artists of all time, just resold for $400,000, right? So
For real?
yeah, like that's legendary.
bit overpriced,
So like,
if you ask me.
but the jeans,
That wasn't paint splatter.
So it's like the older the jean gets, the better they are. And like, I mean, and how do you justify that to, you can have conversations to anyone. Someone's going to say, I'm not buying fucking used jeans for $300 or $5,000 or $10,000. But like, that's the beauty of jeans. Like the older they get, the more valuable they are. So the more we wear our product, the better they get.
Do you ever pop into like the vault and try on like the oldest, most expensive pair that you have in SF?
Nah,
Do a little
I
twirl?
looked at it many times, and I kind of wanted to run out with them, but I might not be here today. They might fire me.
I know it smelled crazy in there. Those jeans. And how is like the world of vintage denim? Because it is such like I mean, you can literally just time travel. How is that informing the contemporary Levi's product, whether it's in the collaboration space or just like mainline?
I mean, so yeah, we vintage informs, right? We reference vintage. I just came back from Tokyo, and I did 12 days of vintage digging, right? And I looked at jeans every day that some jeans costed $50,000 US. And I was just looking at like the technique, the silhouette, the wash, like how do we match these jeans? And something that to bring back Nego is that when we look at Nego's archives, Levi's has relaunched a bunch of Nego archives in the past. And we bring it back exactly the way it was in the past. So we just launched a very destroyed Kenzo jacket with Nego, and it's like one for one exactly from the rip technique to the wash. And these are amazing things that, not every brand can do. So like vintage inspires new. And what we want to do now is create all these, no one can buy those jeans. Like, no one's buying jeans for $20,000.
Just
right?
Nego, yeah.
Yeah. So like the idea of like being able to recreate that, like this jacket is an 1880 triple pleat jacket. 1880. Who has that jacket? But we remade it, and I've loved this jacket. So like these are things that are in the market today that you can purchase, because obviously we can't buy the old ones. So like I think that's what Levi's is doing amazing, is like we're recreating and bringing back these amazing models and then offering it out the world today. And a lot of it is on sale here, by the way. So shouts to Notre.
Yeah, if you like and comment on Lawrence's last fit pick, you get 10% off.
I want to ask a gauche question. When you go on these like buying trips, right, and you're in Tokyo, like what is the corporate budge for bringing back suitcases and duffels full? What are we talking?
Infinity.
There's definitely no comment, but there's definitely rules, Yeah. I can't buy crazy stuff, but like I have a mental camera.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of times, and I
that's
take
free.
a lot of photos too. Yeah. But we want to do the right thing, and we buy what we think is best for everyone.
I feel like Levi's has like an Avengers like mad scientists and like big brains, including yourself. Who's the guy that is like his fingers are permanently dyed with indigo?
Papa Smurf.
Bart.
Bart. Yeah. He's like in the lab. He's like digging through like the shit from the little gold rushes of the 19th century and bringing them back to life again.
Yeah. Bart's a legend, and then Paul O'Neill's a legend. Those are
Paul
like,
O'Neill, the Yankee right fielder.
no, go
Okay.
Yankees, by the way.
Yeah. Fuck the
But yeah,
Dodgers.
he's one of our denim leaders who leads LVC.
What do you think is the most slept on Levi's model?
Ooh.
Engineered silver tab.
Okay.
So I don't know
Describe
if you
that.
guys like that. I mean, engineered is we had that program a few years ago, well, many years ago actually, and it's just called Twisted. A lot of the seams are all twisted. It was very popular in Europe. A lot of people really resonated to that. I do think that's going to have a major resurgence in the next coming years as like denim is adapting, right?
Get your eBay alerts ready.
Yeah. And then
Buy
silver
now.
tab, obviously. I think you guys all are big fans of that. That's another slept on. We have amazing, like, I'd say like genres of that in the past. So those two are like favorites of mine.
Do you have a most worn pair personally?
I wear 501s the most.
Really?
Yeah.
Those aren't not like because I think you'd want to bag your jean, no?
Yeah, so these are 501s. Shout to Justin. There's a 501 93.
Justin.
Yeah. I wear these pretty much every day. And they broke in really well. The trick to 501s is you just size up.
Okay.
So I need a big belt for these jeans, but they were, they fit perfect.
What model of Levi's makes your ass look the best?
501s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though you're sized up.
I squat in 501s.
Do you have as a collector, as an avid fan, as a fucking, you're the man in the machine, like, do you have a Levi's Grail that you haven't tracked down just yet?
Yeah, I did. I mean, when I was just in Tokyo and Burberry Gin, I don't know if you guys all familiar with Burberry Gin. It's one of the most like iconic denim dealers in Tokyo. I tried on this type 1, size 42. And then if you search for type 1s, 42 is very hard to find. This jacket fit me like butter, but it was $10,000. So I was afraid to move my arms because it was like 100 years old.
And you just
It might
got the
rip.
G-Wagon too, so you were
Yeah, I was like,
in the red.
this is gonna break. But yeah, that's a grail of mine. I really want one of those type 1s.
I mean, fucking corporate plastic, you know what I mean?
Do people sleep like generally on like Levi's trucker jackets? 'Cause everyone thinks of like jeans for your legs. But what about jeans for your arms, right? Like, is that?
Yeah. I mean, trucker jackets are just as iconic as jeans. Like type 1, type 2, type 3. I don't know if
Type
you guys
shit,
have a
type
fight
shit.
favorite, but 1 means 1 pocket, 2 means 2 pocket.
Oh,
3
that's
means-
real for real.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. Those are our most iconic type trucker silhouettes.
All right, let's zoom out a little bit. Let's talk about menswear at large. What is happening in menswear right now that you're really excited about?
I love a lot of these new brands. Like they're all coming up and I think as I got older, I call it quiet luxury, quiet streetwear, quiet menswear, like less branding, more detail. So pocket detail is one of my favorite things. Shouts to, there's so many people who do sick pockets and that's something I like love. Like that's the first thing I look at is like
Shout out pockets for real.
Are sick.
the pockets are sick. And then
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mark of a really good garment for me is if you discover new pockets years after you've already purchased it.
Oh, there's like 7 secret pockets in some of
The
these
engineered garments effect.
Yeah,
TM.
Daiki legend.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that I don't know if you guys all noticed, but like collar width is probably my most. Measure collars when I buy stuff. Like the idea
Like a
of
measuring
this collar.
tape.
Yeah, like I don't know. You guys all have different types of shirts, right? If you measure a Ralph Lauren collar in comparison to like another collar or whatever brand your favorite brand is, like there's a difference. And I think that like I really align to these more smaller collars.
Oh, you like a baby collar?
I like a baby collar.
Okay,
yeah,
interesting.
And I think it's like more flattering for my features,
not-
I'd say.
It's more about girth, you know.
But
yeah, people say that
that's
collar's
like-
actually average, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, pocket detail, collar width.
So
Stat.
so in menswear, you're excited about these brands that are paying attention to like the really little things that
Yeah.
only
Minutia.
that like
Yeah.
set them apart, but in the most like which in the devil's in the details.
Yeah. Because they don't need their logo to sell the product. It's in the details and the quality that they're selling the product. And that's something that when you buy product, the logo doesn't make the product. It's the product makes the product. Or you make the product, right?
Ooh,
like
bars.
we wear the product. We make it cool. That's something that I always try to tell people.
yeah.
The clothes don't make you cool. you make the clothes cool.
It's like a great
So that's-
morning affirmation, like in the bathroom.
Yeah,
mirror, like, you make the product.
That's what I tell everyone. Like, yo, that jacket's sick, but the fact that you're wearing it,
No, bro,
it's like,
you're sick.
You know what I mean?
You're
Like,
ruining it. You're making it look like shit. Take that
but
off.
it's the opposite effect too, because you see a sick jacket, and
Oh,
you're like,
dude, that's
oh
the
man,
worst.
that person's wearing it. I'm selling it tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
Do you
Right?
have?
So,
do you
like,
have? We
that's
call that person
another
the
thing.
John's ruiner, where there's like typically one or a few individuals that are just like, oh fuck, this guy's wearing that.
I mean,
Fuck that shit.
we know that effect. That's real.
Yeah.
No comment, but we know that effect.
So what brands that have great pockets and small collars are you spending your hard-earned money on?
Keith Henry,
Oh, yeah.
Mantle,
Big jeans guy.
A-Press.
Yeah.
Keith Henry is one of my favorite brands right now.
That could
He
be a
is a
sick
legend.
collaborator for
Yeah.
Levi's. That's a free
Yeah.
one.
He's dope.
Yeah, he needs to learn how to make more than 6 shirts at a time.
Yeah.
Because he
I think I
hand
have
makes
one
them.
of every of his jackets. I bought all your sizes.
Really?
He's a legend. Yeah.
So you said Mantle, Keith Henry.
A-Press.
Damn, no American brands. Interesting.
I mean, my favorites are Ray, Raph, Justin, Kiko, Dikey. Who else is on there? There's a few others, but those are my like. I love everyone, but those I resonate to those. I wear those.
Are you like court mandated to wear Levi's to work every day?
I love Levi's. I wear it every day.
Correct
yeah.
answer. That was a test.
Best
a
brand
fucking
in the
test.
world. Yeah, why
We're all
would-
wearing
you
Levi's.
know?
We're all wearing. I'm in vintage silver tabs. What are you?
Yeah.
Vintage 501s.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I mean, who makes better jeans?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah.
It's
This
just
is the-
us.
Not Wrangler.
It's the best
Not
jean in
Lee.
the universe. Yeah, yeah.
Fuck those motherfuckers.
Yeah. Back
Get
to
it on
menswear.
record.
So we talked about you're excited about pockets and collars. What are you fucking sick of?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Talk
There's
your
a
shit.
whole, no disrespect, but like the cosplay
No, let's-
stuff.
let's get
it's like a lot,
disrespectful.
you know?
What do you mean?
Workwear?
Costume-esque lip fits.
Okay.
I think there's just a lot. I feel like people let the clothes wear them,
Mm.
and they're not wearing the clothes anymore. And I feel like I'm not seeing personality. I'm seeing personality through clothes, and I feel like I want to see people like, you know, sometimes I think the clothes make you invisible because it's just too much.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I feel like I think that there's a confidence in clothes, you know, like wear the clothes, don't let it wear you.
Clothes as armor, kind of, you know?
Yeah. I mean, waking up, you put on a fly outfit, you feel good, right? Like,
Yes.
You don't feel good if you don't look good. The idea of wearing clothes that are flattering and make you feel good, that brings confidence that you're going to have the best day ever. If you're in a bad fit, you're ready to go home.
Mm.
You're calling in sick. It's
Yeah.
over. You know, like that's a true story.
Do you think like social, I mean, this is not going to be like a big brain thing, but do you think like social media and this idea of like people putting out fit pics and all this stuff, like, is that making people dress worse?
No, I respect all that. Like people want to express themselves on that, and that's cool. Like that's what you want to do. That's fine. Totally sick. I mean, that's a huge part of social media and TikTok and fit pics. Like, you know, you guys are the king of fit pics. So like, you know,
Thank
like
you so
when I-
much.
Don't
when
talk
did
to
like what year did the word fit pic start?
I have no
Maybe
idea.
you guys
Check
you
Webster's
should have
dictionary.
trademarked that
Yeah,
because that was your shit.
Yeah,
you know,
bro.
like
we
the
Yeah,
idea.
we should have
tried to-
trademarked a lot of shit.
We tried to trademark fit check, but our lawyer said that it was too generic and we couldn't. And then
that was a
DJ
mistake.
Khaled stole
but
it.
you should take
No, it's DJ
credit.
Mustard.
You should take
DJ
credit
Mustard.
for that.
Yeah,
You
we
know,
should've.
but that fit thing is real. Like people like to get inspired by the way people dress, and that's the way some people get inspired.
Who do you think has like great personal style? Maybe like a guy behind a guy that we wouldn't necessarily all follow, like on Instagram.
My friends, I feel like my friends all dress really well. You know?
How convenient.
Yeah.
Your friends aren't here. You can talk shit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like all my friends dress well. I feel like everyone has their own.
Shout out the
style.
homies.
Yeah. Shout to the homies. Everyone knows who you are. You guys are the coolest dudes,
We don't, but you
gals
do. Okay,
ever.
cool.
You know, I feel like my friends do it.
What influences your personal style?
I'm getting old, so I just want a classic. I just want a classic style, something that makes me feel good. I've started this like uniformity where I feel like I don't want to overthink or think about my outfit for 40 minutes in the morning and then like leave the house, come back, change my socks. Like, you know,
I feel like
the
shit. I
whole
got to change my
thing.
fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I stopped doing that, and I wear black shoes and black jeans, and I maybe change the top a little bit. So I think
The
that,
top
like,
meeting your hair, which is now
yeah,
pink, to be
just-
clear.
yeah,
Very
hair-
low key guy.
yeah.
Super low key. It looks great, by the
But
way.
like, oh, thank you. Japan. I just did it over there. But
Japan will change you.
Yeah, I think,
Kanye.
I think there's
Came
just
back
a
a
lot
bully.
of thought in our outfits, and sometimes I feel like it can get confusing, and I don't know. There's something about a uniform that kind of people then acknowledge you and because
Right.
like they know who you are, you know?
Right. Let's do some math real quick. Let me bust out the calculator. How much money have you spent on clothing in your lifetime?
Oh shit. No comment.
Just guesstimate for the people.
A lot.
Yeah.
You know,
Not enough.
we all love clothes, right? So
Yeah.
it's priceless.
Invaluable.
You know,
Number is priceless.
Yeah. Like you ever like leave a department store after you put something on a credit card and then in the cab home you're fucking psyched. The second
you're
get-
walking after
What
that.
year did this? A department store in a cab? When was this?
Yeah, maybe this was Barney's back in the day. But like the second I get home, I'm like, can I return this?
Yeah.
'Cause this was like a waste of money. But like, and we've all bought clothes, and I tend to now when I buy clothes, I have a problem buying things online because now I want to touch and feel products. So
Yeah.
stores like Notre where you can come in here and try these amazing products on and look in the mirror and like go back and forth and ask your friend, does this look good on me? Like that's the type of shopping I like.
Right. Especially as clothing, one, becomes more expensive, and it is about the details and the fit where it's like,
Yeah.
I have to touch this fabric to understand
Hand
the cost
feel.
that go into this body feel even.
Yeah.
Pause.
You
But
can't buy these jackets online without trying them on. Unless
Exactly.
there's like 10,000 return policies. And then you're like, all right,
No,
I'll
fuck
try
that.
this on at home.
no, we touch a cloth.
Do you think we're in like a retail renaissance? We're seeing a lot of stuff like even in New York, like that is a big thing now where a lot of people are seemingly agree with you.
Yeah. I mean, I want everyone to go to stores. Like I love going to stores. I wish, you know, I'm from New York. I'm in SF now. I wish, you know, we need more stores there. I want to try on some of these amazing brands in person. And I don't have that freedom anymore as much, but like people go to stores. People want to try stuff on. If you're going to
Yeah.
buy a jacket or
touch that shit?
if you want to buy a trucker jacket, you got to try it on. It's hard to like spend $400, $500 on a jacket. That's like online.
Bring a tape measure to the store and measure out that collar.
Yeah.
Take the fit pick in the fitting room, put it back on the rack, and post a stolen valor.
Exactly.
Everyone's been there. Come on.
Leo, how many pairs of jeans do you own?
A lot. I'd say 100, but I wear 5 of them.
Okay. Yeah.
So everyone here can relate. Yeah.
I'm sure you guys all got like 500 sneakers. You wear 4.
Yeah.
So like it's the same.
That's like me with
It's
shirts.
the same analogy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Lightweight outerwear.
Once
Okay.
jeans are like when they fit you good and they're good, you don't need to change your jeans every day.
No.
It's not like a shirt. Like you can wear the same jeans every day. And to be honest, you wear the same jeans every day, they're going to get better.
Yeah.
Even more better than you putting it down, changing, wearing another pair of jeans for a week. Like you don't need to rotate it unless it's like a completely different outfit change.
Right.
And then to bring back the stack, that's the most important part of a jean. Where does it lay on your foot?
Oh,
'Cause
the
that
pant shoe
calculates-
interaction.
Yeah, that calculates what sneakers you're gonna wear, right? We all know that that's a big fact. So that's the thing. Have a wide pair of jeans for the big shoe. Have a slim pair of jeans for. You got to have all of those.
Yo,
right?
real quick, skinny jeans back?
They're coming.
Really?
Yeah.
Not
For real?
skinny. I'd say 501. 501 is the best fit in the universe.
Facts.
It's universal. It could be baggy. It could be slim.
But that's as skinny as we should go. 501s.
I mean, to each its own. If you want to go skinnier than that, that's you. And that's a lot of people do those well. I don't know if I
A
could
lot
do
of
it.
people do those well.
Some people do you.
Some.
Yeah. Some people do skinny
Okay.
jeans.
Thank
good.
you.
Shout out
Correct
to
the
the
record.
skinny jeans. If anyone in here,
Yeah.
you look good
For sure, yeah. You look good?
Yeah, you look great.
All right, you own 100 pairs of jeans. You're professionally a denim expert. You are in your heart a denim expert. So we want to run some denim head, I don't know, urban legends, if you will, by you. And we want you to confirm or deny if these are truly effective techniques. I'll go first. Cold soaking your jeans.
I don't do that.
No. What about shrink to fits?
Shrink to fits I do. If I buy it big, I cold wash it once and I hang dry it.
Okay. What about freezing your denim because they smell like shit?
I
Does
don't
that
do
work?
I don't do that.
But does that work?
My trick is I have a dryer at home. I put air
Flex.
dry on and I put the bounce sheets in there. I reverse the jean inside out and I let it air dry for 30 minutes with the bounce sheet. You do that, that thing is butter when it comes out.
Damn. How come you didn't write that down in your notebook there?
This man is taking notes.
It'll be live, right? When
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
going
yeah,
live.
yeah. Yeah, just read the AI generated transcript.
That's a secret.
Yeah.
There's
All right, what about-
an NDA on that?
You're not
so
getting
don't share
college
that.
credit, by the way.
That's proprietary information. What about being the fucking asshole that wears his jeans to the beach and then an ocean soaks him?
Oh, shouts to those dudes. Shouts to them. They do.
Shout out those assholes.
They doing it. Like I don't do that. I don't wear jeans to the beach.
And you like rub the sand on them and shit.
Yeah.
God.
That's a vibe. And
That was
shouts
like on
to
the
them.
APC label, dude.
Yeah. Shouts.
No, you don't want
that's a
sand in
vibe.
the foreskin at all. No, you don't want that.
Okay.
So don't that.
So
It's not.
That's
don't do
that's
that.
not for me, but
Okay.
to each his own. People do that, and that's cool. If you want to
Fucking
do that,
shout
that's
out
cool.
Aquaman and Poseidon and all them. All right, you mentioned that you're in the Yay area. Who dresses better, guys from San Francisco in their fucking little micro puffer vest, or guys from Chicago?
With their little micro puffer vests.
I'm gonna say that my small group of friends in SF and all y'all in Chicago.
Okay, so it's
So there
equal?
you go. Yeah.
So
All right.
diplomatic answer.
Good vibes here. I like it.
Yeah.
SF
See, this is why you're so
a-
good at collaboration.
that's what trucker-
You're a politician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You work across the aisle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is
All right.
SF style underrated?
It's specific.
What does that
Okay.
mean?
It's specific. It has a vibe.
The homeless dudes.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
there's
It's a problem.
definitely- Yeah, there's some vibes over there. I'm a New Yorker, so I haven't been there long enough to really like.
You got Levi's. You got Evan Kenori.
Evan Knorr is the man.
Yeah.
His store is one of the best in that stuff.
And you got the homeless guys and the fucking tech
Yeah,
bros.
Yeah.
That's all you got.
yeah.
And Gorp, I guess.
Spots.
Yeah.
Yo, you are an avid collector, and even some would call you an archivist. If your home, office, all your storage units were on fire, and you can only save one item of clothing, what's it going to be?
I'm gonna say my vintage New Era Yankees hat that I've had since a very long time.
Do you know what year?
I don't know what year it was, but it's old and it's my favorite.
That
hat.
shit must stink.
Yeah, dude.
It definitely
Sounds
does. I'm gonna
disgusting.
throw the
Throw it in the freezer.
Yeah.
The second I get home, I'm throwing that on. Yeah. But go Yankees.
Go,
you know?
Yankees. Let's fucking go. All right. We're going to end this by embarrassing you.
Okay.
Shout out the investigative journalist who was in the Instagram comments.
Yeah, we
Who I
appreciate
guess was
you.
like a childhood friend of yours or just like a longtime fan.
Uh-huh.
Is it true you actually used to compete in soul collector competitions and sneaker battles? I've never heard a more virgin word coupling. And is that why you didn't lose your virginity until you were 25?
Yeah, I think it was 35 actually. But yeah, that was tough. That was tough. Hard to manage sneakers and get.
What's a
girls
sneaker
and stuff.
battle?
Yeah, and did you win any?
So yeah, to be honest, like, but the sneaker industry now is a whole different world. But like I'd say, like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, there was a culture of like sneaker competitions, and I did win a few of those.
What do you do? Like, it's like fucking Pokemon. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
and
No,
this.
it's like it's kind of cool. It's like you basically curate a collection of sorts and you display them. So like Nike Town was the hub of it, right?
Okay.
And then they used to do it in key cities all over the U.S. I'm going to send you the YouTube video after this. It's
Oh,
pretty
please.
sick. Like, there's a lot of amazing people, sneaker collectors at that time, and example of my table. The one time I won, it was like undefeated fours, M&M fours,
Fuck
like
yeah.
101 Supreme Dunks. Like, it was like a really good. That time, like, sneakers were reselling for like 10, 15K.
Yeah,
like
right.
easy. Yeah. And the sneaker game's completely different now. And there has been a resurgence of like high price sneakers in certain cases. But that era of sneaker collecting was really, really intense. And that was like, I think that was like the heyday of sneakers. And I've been in sneakers for a very long time.
What did you get when you won? More
I
sneakers?
got a one of one
forces?
Jordan 10, seamless Jordan 10, and I did like a full page article in one of these Soul Collector magazines. But it was actually a sick shoe.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna send.
I'm
you
sure your
that.
parents were so proud of you, dude.
Yeah, they were. They were like, okay, now you could go date some girls. And I was like, that's sick.
Yeah, did you get this out of your
I-
system,
I was
Leo?
ready
Come on.
now. Yeah.
Joe Puma, if you're listening,
We challenge you.
Yeah. What was the most embarrassing pair of sneakers you spent your money on? Looking back now with embarrassment.
Yeah, hindsight being
I don't
2020.
know. I don't know if there was anything super embarrassing.
That's
I
a
mean,
lie.
there was.
Come on, dude.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
What about, are there any sneakers that you'll never get rid of?
Yeah, there's a few. I mean, I love Air Max 95 is my favorite sneaker. I have a bunch of these and the specific silhouette, which I'm sure you guys know. Yeah, there's a few.
Are
that I love.
those Comme des Garçons?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Summon them like a fucking Pokemon. I summoned Ray Kawakubo. All right. Well, Leo, we want to thank you for joining us here at Notre. Thank you to Levi's. Thank you, MJ, the whole Notre team. Thank you, Leo. You can shop right now, by the way. Have some beers and make some drunk cops. I think you might have been inspired by Leo being like, you make the product sick.
Yeah, you do.
Get out there and touch some shit.
Just one pair of jeans. We should have checked that. You should buy so many pairs of jeans.
You got to buy different fits for your shoes. So that's something you got to do.
We're actually locking the door, and the only way you leave is if you make a purchase and show proof of receipt.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys.
Appreciate it. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Chicago.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you, Chicago.